Well, looks like we got ourselves a van.
Looks like it.
Here's how it all went down.
This is the good life. Oh, oh, oh. This is the good life. Oh, oh, oh. Out in the sunshine, nothing but good times. This is the good life. This is the good life.
First, we need to take it back to 2017 when we bought this van and converted it into this. What was originally going to be 4 to 6 months living in a van turned into 2 years. We got to see some of the coolest places in the country. We also became pretty skilled at getting stuck. This is Jason. He's the driver. Really, he drove 99% of the time. He's the chef and the curious one. He's also a badass landscape photographer that can usually be found chasing a sunrise or a sunset. Sometimes he's even a goof. Oof, he's gonna kill me for putting this in here. And this is me. But usually, this is me. I'm Bianca. I like to laugh a lot. You can usually find me eating or drinking coffee, and I'm always down for a little adventure. Oh yeah, and I love a good car karaoke. Most of all, I try not to take life too seriously. So this is us, enjoying the adventure while we can. Now let's build another van.
So we got this idea to start another van build in like March when the whole Corona thing started happening.
I think it was before then, but we actually made it official.
Yeah, like we had the idea already, but then everybody got locked in their house and we're like, all right, well, let's build a van. I think everybody else had the same exact idea, and all the vans were getting either swept off the market, super expensive, like all the sellers knew what was going on, so they're like, all right, we're gonna up these prices a bit.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand, folks. Or we would go check out these vans and they would be like
Completely beat up.
When we got there, it was almost like a completely different van.
With the pictures they would post.
I had notifications up like the entire bottom half of the country and nothing. Then I got a notification on OfferUp for a van that was posted in Texas. I originally wanted to go with a newer van. Jason actually wanted to go with, what year?
A T1N.
Which is what Rue is.
A 2005, 2006. He started sending more pictures and then I was like, eh. But the price point was like, okay, we can make something happen.
Yeah, it was like $5,000 or $6,000 less than we were
having the area here.
Yeah, so we called the guy up. Sure enough, he said if we showed him some flight details that he would hold it at least for that day for us to come and fly out and see it. So, next thing you know, we were online booking a flight for the next day and packing our bags. Well, like a book bag, but you know.
And with one shirt.
Careful who you cross, careful who you
my
test.
mask.
Give me your worst and you'll get my best. Cause I don't know how to back down, how to back down.
We have no return.
Careful, I'm a lion, don't test my pride. Standing like a mountain, looking the devil right in his eyes. Know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. I am a
And that's our van.
Well, guys,
We're driving home, not flying.
honestly, you know, like the real reason we're in the van is because we didn't want to have to buy a flight home, so we were just like, screw it. We have a nice little noise in the back that we gotta fix there, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. At the end of this build, this thing is gonna be a beautiful. We do have to stop at a tire store first because we're running on a spare tire that looks pretty dry rotted, and we're driving pretty far, so we don't want to risk it. We're just gonna put something on there that's a little bit more safe and sound. But yeah, we bought a van. We are driving, and next thing you know, we get a cool
It was like
light.
18 hours from Houston to Fort Lauderdale.
So we went to pick up the van on a Wednesday. Spoiler alert, we didn't get home till Friday at 9 a.m. There was just delay after delay.
Starting where? The tire shop.
No, starting at picking up the van.
Oh, and then he wanted to take us to lunch. And...
Yeah, a super nice guy. He wanted to take us to lunch, but you know, we were under what's the word I'm looking for? Like
the mindset?
We were under the mindset that we were just gonna stop and pick up some drive-through and just keep it moving. The guy grabbed the wrong title. That put us behind. It was literally like delay after delay.
So we've been driving for like 2 hours now, and the coolant light just popped up. We're gonna pull over here.
It's all wet down there.
I think we were both kind of just like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
But there's still liquid in there, so that ideally means that it's still okay to like. So it's probably just the overflow tank is not good.
That's why it's leaking from here. See?
I mean, even if we get cool in here, it's just gonna keep coming out at the seams, so it's
I
pointless.
don't know where it's coming out of.
Well, I mean, it's wet there, like you said. Was the cap on tight? So the question is, should we buy more coolant to make that more, or do you think it's just gonna leak out and just watch it? It's just that it's pressurized. Why are you gonna open it? Jason, you don't listen? Van projects have already begun.
We stopped at a gas station.
Just to fill it up, thinking we were going to be able to make it home. The van has been sitting for so long, maybe it just needed a little top off.
That was our original thought. We were like, maybe it was close to low, and you know, it was just the point. But then, literally every 30 minutes, this light started going off.
On the leak.
Oh yeah? Is it that?
Where was that pouring it outside?
It's probably, it looks like, oh no. Well, it's wobbling. I think it is that seal though.
Right there.
Yeah, I think it's that seal. So this is gonna be a real pain in the ass of a ride home, huh? Yeah, as long as it keeps giving us a warning, I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jason just got
A gallon jug doesn't fit there.
Jason just got an easy little bath, and
With non-potable water.
ew! He put the gallon jug on the bottom there, and he closed the door, and the water just shot all over the place. Now you gotta go fill it up again.
I know.
Unbelievable. We topped off the coolant with water, and it seemed to be holding. If anything, there looks like there might be a small leak, like on the seal of the canister.
The cap was actually broken, and that is what we think was causing it.
It wasn't causing a proper seal, which is causing it to go over the overflow. Because the seal was bad.
We think.
No, I think I know.
But
I'm 99% sure that that's the problem.
But we got the new lid. We just haven't, and it's really snug on there. We just haven't tested it yet.
So that leak's pretty bad. 128 miles into this road trip. Just gotta keep an eye on it.
All of a sudden, we hear this super loud noise coming from like under the thing, like if we're dragging.
If the wheels fell off.
We were like, oh my god, what is happening now? So pull over on the side of the highway again. Turns out that the guys at the tire shop didn't screw in the spare tire rack.
The rack, the cradle that holds the spare tire.
So it was like hanging out and like
dragging on the floor. On the highway.
Yeah, it was absurd.
So I guess the guy attempted to put it in and he cross-threaded the nut.
Mm-hmm.
So now I wasn't able to do it without tools. I wasn't able to send the bolt down to hold the cradle up.
So Jason's like, I need something to hold this up. And then I said, this guy has some lights ran in here. We're not gonna keep those, so yank one of the wires and then just use that to tie it up.
And it worked.
It worked!
Worked great.
We were on the road again.
Made it all the way home.
Literally at this point, it's sunset Wednesday night and we're still like 100 miles from this guy's house.
Plan was to stop at a Walmart in Houston so that we knew we were gonna spend the night in the van. So we were gonna originally stop in Houston to get an air mattress, and that totally
slipped our mind with all the other issues that were happening. All the Walmarts were closing at 10 and it was like 9:15, but we were so far. We're not sleeping on this floor, that's for sure. Ugh. So we found one Walmart that was gonna be open until like 10:30, but it was like 30 minutes off the highway. But it was literally our only option if we wanted to attempt to get an air mattress. So we drove 30 minutes off the road. Then when we come to them, we see this family looking at all three of them that were left. Oh no, I made my way in there real quick. I said, I'm just gonna grab one. I picked one up, we got it. But then, we had no way to blow up the air mattress because it comes with a built-in blow-up thing, but it was...
I thought it was gonna be a 12 volt which actually it has a 110 volt pump built into it. So we had to find
An outlet.
an outlet to fill it up.
Of course, there was none around, so we had to drive and drive and drive. When
Yeah.
we just wanted to fall asleep, it kind of brought me back to like the van days where you just want to pass out,
Yeah.
but there's
and
nowhere to
safe,
park and nowhere to sleep.
Yeah.
Naturally, we went to a gas station and plugged up behind the ice machine. Sometimes you just gotta fill up an air mattress at the gas
Got no limits, I got no fears. Only got my blood, my sweat, and my tears.
Alright guys, looks like we got our air mattress set up. First night of the van. Here we go. We'll see you guys in the morning. Later. Good morning guys. We made it through the night. We got like 5-ish hours of sleep.
Maybe it's you.
On and off, but like 5.
I got a horrible night of sleep.
Took a while to go to sleep because when we were parked outside, it was like un discoteca. It was like a rock concert outside. The guy parked across us literally had the music blaring to like heavy metal rock. Dun 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 dun. Like that was the music going on. And the guy was playing the music till like 3 in the morning. Like
Yeah.
loud. It was crazy. Anyway, I finally fell asleep, and then when I fell asleep, I envisioned the little roach that I saw earlier when we were checking out the van that I was petrified of. I thought I felt it crawl behind me, and I jumped out of the bed. I woke Jason up out of his sleep, and I got yelled at because that's just the way it goes. And then I went back to bed. Day 2, remember, we were supposed to be home by late afternoon Thursday. 12 hours left, we're pretty behind. We're gonna be getting into the area where Hurricane Sally hit pretty soon, so we're not really sure what we're getting into there. Downtown areas are pretty flooded. We just don't know how much the highways are gonna be affected.
That's the eye of the hurricane.
4 a.m. on Thursday. It's
That was when we woke up.
It's gonna be 10 a.m. That's 6 hours.
Bianca,
past.
that's 24 hours. Look how. I don't know. Whatever. You're right, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just.
You're right.
It seemed like the contractor had already gotten to a majority of
Some of them.
the stuff. Like it was pushed kind of off the road for the most part.
Enough for a car to pass by.
Right. The next issue happened because we weren't able to find fuel. Like we were running low, and then we happened to be in the hurricane area, so all the gas stations had no power.
And the ones that did have power had a line all the way out to the highway exit.
Yeah, it was bad. We ran into a bit of traffic and we were stuck in line for like an hour. We just got off and got some Zaxby's. We are freaking so behind. We thought we were gonna be getting home at like 6, 7, and now it's looking like 12, 1 because there's just so much traffic, and we're not sure if it's a really bad accident or if it's just weather from the hurricane. We are about a quarter of a tank of diesel left, and all the gas stations in the area, none of their pumps are working because they're all out of power. We don't know this van, so we're not really sure if it's gonna run out of fuel early.
All those people are trying on the highway.
Yeah, we definitely gotta go that way if we can. Your thing is sending us that way, right?
Yeah. These are the people coming from the other side of the highway.
We think we found a spot. This right here is the line of people getting back onto the ramp.
They got diesel.
Why don't we just go? Nobody, we just go to places we've never been. 'Cause I don't want the same place. Wanna see the world in your face. Still I don't know. Why don't we just go?
And all that led us here, sitting on some buckets.
In an empty Sprinter van.
Over the next 30 days, we're gonna be taking this old retired work van and converting it into the ultimate off-grid camper van. We're gonna take you through how we do it, all the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm sure we're gonna probably yell at each other. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and turn those notifications on. We're posting new videos every Sunday for this entire series. That's gonna do it for this episode of the 30-day van build. I mean, I'm ready to start building a van, are you?
Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Next time on the 30-day van build.
Forget a bed. That's it.
Wow, they goes all the way back, Griffin.
Somebody's working hard today. Ah! I crushed my own finger.
Watch yourself.